John Lusk here of Lusk Archery Adventures. Series testing, successful hunting. Today I've got a really cool broadhead to test here, thanks to a buddy of mine, Craig Grant. He's actually donated another pack of broadheads to test as well. Thank you, Craig. I really appreciate your sacrifice. We all benefit from people donating heads like you. So today I'm going to be testing the B3 Archery DESTRUKT MAX. Okay, a few years ago I tested the DESTRUKT and was really impressed with it, but now they have a DESTRUKT MAX that's even bigger. And man, there's a lot of cool innovations and features about this broadhead, so I'm eager to put it to the test. And for all the testing, I'm going to be using my protocol for 2024. For a detailed description of that, please check out the video that I posted earlier this year called 2024 Broadhead Test Process, and it'll explain all the tests that I do and why I do them and how I quantify them and so forth. And for most of the shooting, I'm going to be using my Elite Era compound bow that I am just loving, and I'm also going to be using the Killer Instinct SWAT X1 crossbow for the accuracy testing. And for all of the different shooting, I'm using Bishop Archery arrows and bolts. They do an incredible job with making those things. So let's zoom in here and check out this B3 DESTRUKT MAX and then put it to the test. Here's a good look at this broadhead, and man, is that a wicked, weird-looking broadhead or what? Okay, I love designs like this. First of all, the materials, it's all steel. Steel ferrule, steel tip, steel blades, everything's steel. That's kind of nice right there. And then the dimensions, so its length is 0.83 inches outside the end of the arrow. That's one of the shortest broadheads that I've seen. That's super compact, and yet it's got a really healthy cut. The cutting diameter is 1.4 inches, and with it being 3 blades, that's a total cut of 2.1 inches. So that's really nice in such a small fixed blade head. Okay, the blades are 0.039 inches thick, and you notice they have this curve to them. That's just to aid in penetration, aid in cutting. And I've found typically that curved blades do aid like that. So I'm interested to see how that performs. They're also sharpened on the back to make it easier to pull out of a target or to allow cutting as they're backing out of a target. I'm not sure how it's going to fly. I'm not sure how durable these longer blades are going to be. I've tested the shorter model and it did really well, but I'm eager to see how well this does. Oh, and one other thing about it is the blades are offset. And so that's really interesting. That's going to cause a rotation, not unlike a single bevel. And offset just means you see how the blades don't line up with the center of the ferrule. They're offset, and so that just creates a rotation as it goes into a medium. So with a healthy cut like that, 3 blades and a rotation, I'm imagining that's going to make a wicked wound channel. Now I will say this is going to be hard to resharpen. Stay Sharp Guide doesn't make a guide that would be able to hold these small of a blades when they're taken off of the broadhead, off of the ferrule. What I would probably use is like a rod sharpener, you know, like a thin long rod, and just do it freehand like that. That would be your best bet, unless B3 has some other ideas. But the blades are replaceable as well if you want to just go that route. So really eager to put this head to the test and see how it performs. The B3 landed solidly in what would be the 7 ring. It took 209 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 9.91 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated 9 inches, which is a 10 on a 10-point scale. And check out this wound channel. Man, that is really impressive with that rotation. We'll do a formal test on the rotation a little bit later, but I just wanted to point that out on this one. It took an additional 15 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 9.7 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated through 57 layers, which is an 8.4 on a 10-point scale. But it's actually better than that because it has such a short profile. It doesn't have a really long, narrow tip aiding in that penetration. It rotated 90 degrees at 13 inches. That's really impressive penetration. It gets a bonus of 0.9 points for that. It's in perfect condition after the 3 shots through the MDF, so it gets a 10 on a 10-point scale. It's in near perfect condition after the 2 shots through the MDF. It just had the slightest bit of edge chatter on the blades, giving it a 9.5 on a 10-point scale. And check out that wound channel. You can see those offset blades and really wide cut. That's impressive. Here it is after all the durability testing, and man, I did not expect it to hold up as well as it did. Of course, it did great through the MDF, but then the steel plate, it did really well. It just got a little bit of edge chatter on the blades and the tip, just a little bit, and then was really impressed with the cinder block as well. I mean, the tip got a little bit jacked up there on this edge, but other than that, really impressive durability. So what'd you think? Man, I tell you, this really is a head worth checking out, okay? I mean, I love the innovations, love the design, was really impressed with the durability. I didn't expect it to be that durable. And the wound channel, man, just really impressive with those offset blades and the rotation. Just a lot of strengths to this Broadhead. So please check out the score sheet and see if it might be a good fit for you and your hunting needs and your bow and arrow setup and the animal you're pursuing, as well as stay tuned for the overall cumulative score and the corresponding lust grade. And also stay tuned for a list of all the different Broadhead and other archery or outdoor related industry discount codes that I can offer just to save you a few bucks. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next time.